Remember when summer felt endless? When one school day felt like it lasted forever? When waiting 5 minutes felt like a serious problem? But now, weeks disappear, months pass like days, and somehow, every year feels shorter than the last. So, here's the strange question. Is time actually speeding up, or is your brain changing the way you feel it? Because when you were a child, the world was new. Everything had weight. The first time you saw the ocean, the first time you rode a bike, the first time you slept somewhere that wasn't home. Your brain was collecting new details all the time. New faces, new places, new sounds, new fears, new surprises. And because your brain was saving so much information, those days felt bigger, longer, fuller. But then you got older. And slowly, life became more familiar. You wake up, you check your phone, you go to school or work, you eat similar food, you walk the same roads, you repeat the same habits, and when your brain sees the same thing again and again, it stops saving every little detail. It says, I know this already. So the day happens, but your memory does not record much of it. And later, when you look back, that day feels small, almost empty. Not because it was short, but because your brain did not store many new memories. That is why a vacation can feel longer than a normal week. A vacation might only be 7 days. But because everything is new, your brain records more. New streets, new smells, new rooms, new views, new people. So, when you remember it later, it feels like a bigger piece of your life. But a normal week? Wake up. Same room, same route, same screen, same routine. Your brain compresses it, like a video file made smaller. The time happened, but the memory became tiny. And there is another strange reason time feels faster. When you are 5 years old, 1 year is a huge part of your life. It is 1/5 of everything you have ever experienced. But when you are 50, 1 year is only 1/50th of your life. So every year feels smaller compared to everything you have already lived. To a child, one summer feels massive. To an adult, one summer can feel like a quick chapter. Same length of time, different brain, different perspective. But here is the part that feels almost scary. Your life does not feel fast while it is happening. A boring Monday can still feel slow. A long meeting can feel endless. Waiting in line can still feel painful. But when you look back, weeks and months collapse together. Your brain does not remember every hour. It remembers highlights, the unusual moments, the emotional moments, the first times, the surprises. So, if your life has fewer new moments, your past starts to feel shorter. That is why childhood feels huge. Not because time was slower, but because your brain was awake to everything. A simple walk could be an adventure. A small sound could become a mystery. A new toy could fill an entire afternoon. But as adults, we often stop noticing. We stop looking carefully. We stop asking questions. We stop being surprised. And when surprise disappears, time starts to blur. So maybe the real problem is not that time moves faster. Maybe the problem is that life becomes too repeated, too automatic, too familiar. Your brain is not a clock. It is a storyteller. And a story with many new scenes feels long. A story with the same scene repeated feels short. So if you want life to feel slower, you do not need more hours. You need more moments your brain wants to remember. Take a different road. Learn something strange. Visit a new place. Talk to someone unexpected. Try something for the first time. Break the pattern. Because the more new memories you create, the longer your life feels when you look back. Time is not speeding up. Your brain is just saving less of it. And that means the question is not, why is life going so fast? The real question is, what can you do today that your future self will actually remember?